Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for coming back if you've been here before, and if you're a guest, thank you for clicking my video. Appreciate. So just a bit of housekeeping. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Like and comment as well, and also by all means share. Let everyone knows what's happening here. So still me, your girl Wooner, and today I thought I'd do a bit of story time because everyone loves a good gist, innit? Okay, so I came about this story and it was just so heartbreaking. I can't believe anyone actually went through this. And I'm mindful that a lot of people have done stuff, you know, all just in the bit to have that precious gift of a child that, you know, we're all craving for. So I'm just gonna read this out to you and then talk about it, if that's okay. Yeah, guys, good. So if this name sounds familiar, or it is if the story also sounds similar to someone that you know, please, disclaimer, it is not the person. So someone sent me this story. I don't know them, I'm serious, and to heart, I don't know who this person is, but yeah, it'll be interesting for you to find out what it is they've gone through. Okay, so this couple, they've been married for 10 years, okay, without any issue. We've done many tests and sought for all manner of medical help to no avail. We even did IVF twice, but they both failed. The second IVF we did was in the US. That failed and was the first failure for the doctor's career. So that must have been a big blow to the doctor's ego, because these doctors, you know, it's bragging rights for them to say, oh, they've had such and such amount of success, and you know, it perplexes them as well when they come across odd ones like this that are not successful stories. So apparently for this doctor, it was one of his first failure. So all medical reports reported were both medically fit to have children, but none came after 10 years. So besides childlessness, they've had loads of problems in their marriage. Their marriage was like hell loose on earth. Wow, that's sad. They attempted many spiritual and prayer houses, but they couldn't get help. In their search for a baby, this led them into abominable things and almost stole their salvation from them. The frustration, humiliation, and anxiety was unspeakable. It was so bad that one of the prophets they went to see slept with the lady right in the presence of her husband. Okay, all right, let me take that again. In their search for a baby, this led them to do many abominable things, and this almost stole their salvation. So they're Christians. The frustration, the humiliation, the anxiety was unspeakable. It was so bad that one of the prophets they went to see slept with a lady in the presence of her husband, and then asked the husband to do the same afterwards. Oh my God. Assuring them that his sperm will prepare the ground for the husband's sperm to fertilize her and enable her conceive that month. Well, she didn't get pregnant. Obviously, God forbid that kind of act turns to pregnancy. Because anyway, let me just give my opinion and just read through this. She didn't get pregnant, and the pastor advised that they repeat the process all over again. Okay, so words cannot explain the pain and shame that she went through having sex with a man that she doesn't love, and in the presence of her husband, just because they wanted a child. It will be difficult to believe the second process didn't give the desired result. Of course. And at what point do you draw the line? This is the thing though. Where do you draw the line? So the second process didn't give them the desired result, and they had to do it again the third time. This time for 1 week non-stop. Jesus. She was having sex with 2 men at the same time, one after the other. So the pastor goes the first round, and then the husband finishes off. And she was doing this for 8 days. Lord have mercy. So after the 4th attempt, she confided in a friend, and they were scheduled to meet the prophet for another 2-week session. These people, they need to borrow brain. It's like, see, common sense is not common. So she confided in a friend, and her friend talked her out of it. Bless your heart, this friend of yours. She was like, how can you accept to do this dirty thing because you want a child? Don't you know only God gives children, and his time is the best? Amen to that. Why? Her friend asked, and she burst into tears. She threatened that she was going to have the prophet arrested, and the poor victim, the ladies, talked her friend out of it, because if she reported it to the police, then they would find out what she's been involved in, and then, you know, it would all come out into light that she's been sleeping with the pastor. And it like that, this is just terrible. So her friend accepted and refused to involve the police, but she said she wouldn't let the man go unpunished for molesting her friend. So she then referred them to another pastor. Oh, man, this is why it's good to be a prophet unto your own self. So she went along with her friend to see another pastor, and her friend advised her to go and get some checkup done to ensure that that fake prophet or pastor from the other one hadn't infected her with dangerous diseases. Yeah, that is really essential. So her question is, how is she going to tell her husband about this new pastor and get him to come along with her to see this new pastor? Guys, like, my heart really breaks. I'm someone whom, like, I believe in God, but maybe you can call it still the human sense in me. I still try to do my wayo, you know, like, I try to cut corners. God have mercy. Yeah, I'm confessing, I'm saying it out, I'm putting it out there. Like, it's difficult that someone can convince me, though, to, like, I wouldn't even do that to save someone's life. You don't understand. If it's life and death matter, just die, because I am not going to sleep with anyone for your sake. Am I Jesus? Jesus has died on the cross. So if Jesus has died on the cross and his death on the cross cannot save you, Osho free, you have done your chance. Yeah, me as a human, I want to redeem your own life for you now. So I will now take myself and go and sleep with one man that I don't know. Then after doing the slippery, I will now still sleep with my husband again. Man, she's got some strength too. How much she's got some action in her. Look, I understand. I mean, this is one of the issues I have with some friends and some family members as well, especially my dad. Bless your heart, Daddy, I love you. My dad is late now. It's coming up to, oh Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. Okay, so it's coming up to 5 years now that my dad's passed away, and prior to him passing away, you know, I've been 5 years into the struggle of infertility. And I remember each time I go back home to Nigeria, he always says that I know if I talk to you now about this whole child something to let us go somewhere for prayers, you will say you are Deboye's children. Yes, I attend Redeem you. My dad always says that. Like, I'll give you guys another gist about church. And because I come from a Muslim background, my father is Alaji. If you guys understand, like, one of my nicknames is Omo Alaji. Like, my dad is Alaji, my grandma is Alaja, uncles, aunties, Alaja, like, I mean, I just carry my hair. So my father is a very strong-willed person. If my dad cannot even convince me to go somewhere for prayers, My husband cannot even convince me, and I think that's one thing we've actually even discussed and we've agreed. We ain't going nowhere to go find anything. If God's not going to do it and take the glory himself, man, because where do you draw the... It's like a Pandora box. When you open it, if you still start hopping from one person's place to another, it's... Yeah. And my heart breaks when you find people who are so vulnerable and can't actually process things, and they put themselves in awkward positions for a child. When you now have the child, if you're going contracted one disease or something, how do you want to now look after the child? Then you now bring the child to the world with the disease. Imagine if she had contracted AIDS or something, then the child will now have the virus. I'm not impressed by that story. And personally, I know there's some good pastors out there, but there are times that even you yourself, you need to sit down and pray, seek God's face. What is God telling you? Like, if God is not telling you to go and meet somebody, why? Like, we can see it in the Bible, the number of people whom, you know, remember that time when Saul then turned to Paul, lost his sight, when he was persecuting all the Christians up and down the place, and he lost his sight, and he was sitting down there. I can't remember the city he was, and he was there praying. God spoke to another prophet and said, go and pray for Saul, and you know, and everything. God spoke to that person. Even the Peter knew, I said Peter, even the Saul knew that that man was coming to pray for him. Like, I think some things we shouldn't do it by our might. Me, I've said this, anything that God cannot give me, because his word says he giveth and added rich and no sorrow. Anything that is not going to give me peace of mind, anything that will cause me to compromise my faith, I'm not going to do it. I can't stick with anyone to have a chat. Like, I'm not even kidding. This thing is so common. Like, I don't know if I should even say this. Somebody told me that somebody, their ex-boyfriend said if they slept with them, they would have a child, like they could get them pregnant. And I'm thinking, girl, it's not like it's your husband that has an issue. Your husband doesn't have issue. Your husband has been eliminated from the process. So you will carry yourself now because your ex-boyfriend told you that if he sleeps with you, he can get you pregnant because he has done it for somebody before. Or you hear all sorts, like people say maybe you are not actually compatible, so if you go and sleep with someone else, you can then get pregnant and bring the child in to be raised by another man. I don't understand. If you people like yourself that much, or even that brother that want to help somebody, you should just marry the girl now. Take her from the husband and just marry her. Even though it's not like that's acceptable. Before PJ will come for me now. It's not like that's even acceptable. PJ is my mama in the Lord. Love you, mom. Even that's not even appropriate, man. Because, guys. So that's my own thought on it though. By all means, please feel free to advise the lady in question. Should she still bring this up to her husband? I can't even imagine the amount of trauma that man has gone through. I just pray he doesn't even tell his family members this. They'll come and pack the woman load for her like this and drive by a week and bring fresh wife. If there's anything like fresh wife, they'll bring fresh wife for their son. Because that is just abominable. It is just bang out of order. Even if it was the man that even proposed it, shut it down. Have some self-worth. Like, we need to find ourselves first before we even start searching for things. I think that's what the problem is. We put the cat before the wheel, when the cat should be at the back. I mean, yeah, I said that right, isn't it? Yeah, put the cat before the wheel. But you set time and try to know yourself first. It's like how the Bible says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing will be added to you. Please tell me how going to go and sleep with pastor, then your husband now sleep with you, we help you have a child. Like, that was just wrong, guys. Well, that is it for story time today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. By all means, if you have any stories you want to spill, personal experience think you've gone through, my email is in my contact. Just, you know, holler at your girl. and I will bring it up for us to talk about and discuss it. And you know, confidentiality is, yeah, I'm not going to be saying anyone's names here, but yeah, it's really sad the way people's minds are, people think. Yeah. And I think there was this story that went around in Nigeria then, that they said something percent of children are not actually the biological children of the, like, their fathers are not really their father. So apparently a lot of people are like promiscuous, they just gone off and just got kids and come and give it to another man. And you know, like, if every child in a home is being tested, that is a high tendency that that child is not the child of the father with the man in the house. Alright guys, that's it from me. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and let me know if there's any topic you want me to talk about, share views on. Please holla your girl. So stay blessed and see you next time.